him. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the bar breakdown. How I started the battle. All right. I said,
What round you doing?
I'm doing round one.
All right, okay.
I said, take it easy. I'm just saying, Beasley, how this the nigga that be playing Ouija but got us bored to death. Y'all all know if y'all play on a Ouija board, it summons the dead people making the moves. Some people be like, oh, B dot style is boring. That's line one.
And not only that, like you got to show him the hand movements. You ain't
Oh yeah, yeah, and he be moving his hands when he be doing it. Y'all see me when I did it. Bored to death. Dude Wildin'. DMX new album. The fans show they got a lot of support for X. They say we got similar styles, P. I'm like, yeah, that's my dog. Doing this on a rooftop would have had a Morn press. But they should have told you to exit this 1-2 dot. Yeah, I'm on his neck. Now, DMX new album had Styles P featured on it with a song called That's My Dog. Swiss Beats says, yeah, that's my dog. I'm referencing P from War Report saying they say we got similar styles, P. Yeah, that's my dog. Doing this on the rooftop would have had him more impressed. But they should have told you to exit this 1-2 dot. Yeah, I'm on his neck. Now y'all know the album is called Exodus, and when you look at it, the cover of the album has Exodus with the 1-2 dots and then 7 on DMX's neck. So that's why I say yeah, they should have told you to exit this 1-2 dot. Yeah, I'm on his neck. Then I say they'll get it before 7. Because the 7 is after the 1 and the 2 dots. So that's the transition. They'll get it before 7. Um, this obnoxious, halfway conscious, having ass nigga always got a disclaimer. Nigga, fuck angles. You dealing with a hole puncher. This was gonna go left for dot soon as we got it on paper. Now you know with a hole puncher, all the dots is on the left. So you know everybody thought this was an angle battle. So I'm like, nigga, fuck angles. You dealing with a hole puncher. This was gonna go left for dot soon as we got it on paper. After reading them votes and seeing them posts saying I don't stand a chance, that shit made me eager for smoke. So I'm prepared for being this coat like the Candy Man. Now we all know Candyman had the bees coming out of his mouth, but he also had them in his coat. So I'm saying I'm prepared for being this coat, like all the people hating on me, like the Candyman. Then the transition is, but I ain't gonna let him off the hook, cause you know Candyman had the hook. Look, as we spin off to see what blood's worth, I think it's time for separation. You got all this drive being woke, but can't escape death. This your final destination. Now we all know Candyman played in Final Destination and his name was Bloodworth. B. Dot is blood. And they really thought it was the spin-off from Candyman in Final Destination. So that's why I said as we spin off, let's see what blood's worth. It's time for separation. You got all this drive being woke but can't escape death. This your final destination. Because you know the people was awake when they was envisioning themselves dying on the road. Now when I switch, I say no justice, no. That's how he acts now. Do do do. That's what we see in your background. So why you keep holding that fist over our head like the old SmackDown? Now we all know the wrestling people. The old SmackDown when it first came out, they had the fist on the entrance when you walk out. You know B Dot is always on his Black Power shit. So I said, why you keep holding that fist over our head like the old SmackDown? Then I'm just rhyming. I'll be like, should I get the chopper? Nah, I'm flipping, switching, victims missing as I split a roster for this imposter, a cheat code, because they unlocked a different monster. Plus, I got something to put the elevator through the roof like Willy Wonka. Now, y'all know in the movie Willy Wonka, the elevator goes through the roof. B. Dot shit is elevate, but he calls his people the elevator. And he's known for the rooftop. So I got something to put the elevator through the roof like Willy Wonka. Y'all remember the movie? Charlie was floating through the roof, spazzing. I said my man's bugging. But then he got scared and ran out of gas as soon as he saw the fans coming.
crazy.
Now, in the movie, mind you, B Dot's real name is Charlie. He's and in the movie, the kid's name is Charlie. Charlie Bucket. Charlie is floating to the roof with his grandfather, and as he gets to the top of the roof, the fan is about to kill him. So he has to let out the gas. Now we all know B Dot said he didn't want to battle when the fans come back, and he's not the same. So that's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Charlie was floating through the roof, spazzing. I said my man's bugging. But then he ran out of gas and got scared as soon as he saw the fans coming. Then I go, your flow, it never changed. It's the same robotic, octave, never switching pocket. But the fans, they let him stay. The content is based off profit. Let me put this in a better way. Pac-Man, I'm in a maze. Dot's the same on every stage. Now we all play Pac-Man. We know it's a maze. And every level, it's the same. And everybody always feel like B Dot is the same on a little stage or on a small stage. So now I'm in a angling about him not being able to deal with the crowd. That's the
Dot,
same on every stage. Um,
that's crazy,
I
yo.
said
Y'all,
this Noma Summer Madness shit we doing is all fun. You know what? Let's make a bet. The reason I can tell you why that stage is deaf is because he never saw one. Now we all know in Saw 1, the guy in the room stages his death. And B Dot has never really been on a Summer Madness or Gnome stage. So that's why I said let's make a bet. The reason I can tell you why that stage is deaf is because you never saw one. Plot twist, look at him puzzle. Let's play a game. I'm still on Saw. Plot twist, look at him puzzle. Let's play a game. It gotta be soon. After the saga, we thought your stock would have bloomed. But we just seen it spiral. And we don't need a detective to see him rocking the room. Now we all know in Spiral, that's a spinoff of Saw. Chris Rock is the detective in the room. We don't need a detective to see him rocking the room. Y'all gonna say it's stupid though. And since we brothers, I'm stooping low. But how you want us to see all this potential but never want the room to grow? Now we all know when you see potential in somebody, you say he got potential, he got room to grow. But I'm saying B Dot, you want us to see how nice you are, but you never want the crowd to get bigger. So that's when I end the whole crowd scheme, because I'm angling there. You want us to see all this potential, but never want the room to grow. I back him down. Fuck 3. He couldn't last around. I make sure every verse is spent like I'm facing Pacquiao. His casket down. You only good for one occasion. Cap and gown. Facebook Messenger. I got the green light on dot. I'm active now. We all know on Facebook Messenger, the green light is when you active on a dot. I'm saying they gave me the go to get him. I'm on him now. You know what I'm saying? I got the green light on dot. I'm active now. And then I go into the breakdown about him and Chilla. You know what I'm saying? We saw B capping versus Chilla thinking he knew Boston. We all know the B is on the cap with Boston. Self-explanatory. Then we go into he said he lost before the footage dropped him like them key moves cost him. I had to be the teacher. This happens in this league so often. That's why I got Dot as a pupil like preschool drawing. Now we all know preschool drawing, the pupils are like dots. That's how the kids, you know what I'm saying, draw. So I'm basically the teacher for you. And then I say it's so elementary. Chilla snatched champion of the year right from your hands. You seem troubled. And I was just like, damn, we got an okay Dot. And he still made you sit down and be humble. There's nothing but royalty inside my DNA. Now we all know Kendrick Lamar's album was called Damn. That's old K Dot music, because Kendrick Lamar's nickname is K Dot, and he had the song "Sit Down and Be Humble." So damn, we just got an OK Dot, and he still made you sit down and be humble. It's nothing but royalty in my DNA. And then he got the song DNA, all on the same album. Then I say, if we battling your element, it's game over. 2 punches, he be in a straight coma. I'm saying nothing but the truth. They're gonna have to get him dug up from the roof like Hangover. Y'all watch the movie Hangover, y'all know where Doug is at, you know what I'm saying, on the roof. So that's crazy. Then I say I got the records to match. Biggie album, track 5, You Ready to Die, something special at the ending of that. That's when we got the big warning dots coming outside, so I stopped them dead in his tracks. If y'all listen to Biggie's first album, Ready to Die, at the end of the song, that's when a nigga says, oh shit, you got a dot. Oh shit, I got a dot. And through our imagination, they basically outside of Biggie's crib and they get shot. And then the song is called Warning. So I say something special at the ending of that. That's when I got the big warning dots coming outside, so I stopped them dead in his tracks. Then I go to the whole Drake thing or whatever. We saw shit go from, no, I think I skipped that because Drake wasn't there. So it was supposed to be 0 to 100 real quick. So then after that, it goes to Bitch Stop. We saw you flip flop while I've been rocking out to the mask like Slipknot. Remember Jay's performance. Swamp, lose. You supposed to help the Indian capitalize on a big shot. Krillin. That night our mom was supposed to leave thinking about 6 dot. Now we all know Krillin on Dragon Ball Z got the 6 dots. So Sick was his partner. And I'm saying that night we were supposed to leave thinking about 6 dot. That's type strange. URL, why y'all still playing these mind games? How I go from having a goodwill to putting dot on his shirt? I guess it's all in the price range. Now, we all know Goodwill, they sell the shirts for cheap, they put the dots on it. And I battle Ill Will and B Dot on Gnome. So, listen, I try to tell niggas think I just be capping. All my bars now, I don't reach with no punchlines. Every line is accurate. Like, to the T. You can't find a loophole in it. But yeah. So then after that, we go into breaking down his money situation. And the last line is, y'all know about decimals. That's the point. Dot stuck in the middle. We all know about decimals. That's self-explanatory. And then I ended with y'all don't want to live by our rules, so don't forget to put the roof over our head. That's round one. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole breakdown of round one. Round two, I started off with the 50 Cent shit. B. Dot said, go ahead and switch his style up. Let the haters hate and watch the money pile up. Dot. In 1997, that's when both my parents got clean, but I still see my father drop my mother. In 1998, he beat my siblings senseless. From that day forward, I've been looking for a conscious brother. Sneaky little line right there. In 2000, I took that build-up trauma and aggression, hit the block, and said I'm going to make it to the top this summer. So I had all my seeds planted by 2001 like the Chronic cover. Now, we all know Dr. Dre's Chronic cover, the plant is literally by the 2001. So I had all my seeds planted by 2001 like the Chronic cover. Here's where you go up and smoke. That's the tour they went on after the Chronic. I'm talking tour show. That's why I say tour show. But nigga, don't fort yourself. Morse code. As soon as you tapped in, Dot, it was a call for help. Y'all know Morse code. When you tap in, it's a call for help. Then I say, nah. This way I start fixing the gloves. Because this is a battle between a nigga that is and then a nigga that was. You was the understudy. We took all them pictures with love. I had you right by the X. It was initially to get Dot in line. But now I got to get it in blood. And it's all because they forgot what my signature was. Now we all know when you sign in a contract, the dotted line is right by the X. But me and B Dot was hanging out. I had you right by the X. It was initially to get Dot in line. But now I got to get it in blood. Now, we all know when somebody can't sign the signature on their own will, niggas take their blood and sign it. B. Dot is blood. I got to get it in blood, but then it's not over. All because they forgot what my signature was. Now, y'all forgot what I do. Y'all saying we do the same shit. Nah, y'all forgot what I do. And then I say, why would y'all sign off on this featherweight? We also know people signed contracts back in the day with the feathers. Why would y'all sign off with this featherweight? I'm in better shape. This y'all leader, I ain't taking off no bars neither. I'm just up here wrecking shop with a special plot. So I don't want to hear my style echoes Dot because I'm a smart speaker. We know the echo Dot is called a smart speaker. I don't want y'all saying we sound alike because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I get the kick in this knowledge. So I don't want to hear my style echoes Dot because I'm a smart speaker. But I said after that, oh nah, this man to man. We don't gotta wait for a crowd. This my house. Have a seat. Nigga, stay for a while. Smash Brothers. Kirby. It'd be a body in hell if I'm taking a style. We all know in Smash Brothers, Kirby, he used to inhale the bodies and then literally wear your clothes after. So nigga, it'd be a body in hell if you think I'm taking your style. Then
all y'all Smash Brothers. Stop playing.
Then I say, I seen you try to link with Shorty. Link, you know what I'm saying, on Smash Brothers 2. I see you try to link with Shorty. On Kings vs. Queens 2, nigga, I peeped the flip, but you battling a woman with Dot bars, I couldn't believe this shit. But then I said, of course we'll see Dot egging on Yoshi. It's an easy lick. Now, what I meant by that is no disrespect to Yoshi, but with the style B Dot has, that fits right into what he's doing. We all know on the Yoshi egg, the dots is all over it, and you know Yoshi licks. But it's not saying Yoshi's an easy battle. It's saying you looking for easy shit to talk about because it goes against what you talking about.
And if you say egg it on, remember Yoshi used to just drag the eggs around.
Yeah, that's a fact. So, of course, we see Dot egging on Yoshi. It's an easy lick. If this was about high self-esteem, you wouldn't make it to the first table. If I don't do nothing else in this battle, I'm going to make sure this verse change you. For you trying to use you suck as a theme like Kurt Angle. We know Kurt Angle's whole theme was you suck, you suck. And you know that Yoshi be taught, so I'm still continuing it. Then I say, this is it. No gun bar DNA. I literally flipped the script. You still up here talking about gangbanging and how your pistols grip. They see woke gangster. I smell hypocrite. Oxymoron. How's the nigga screaming elevate always uplifting shit? So you know when you're supposed to elevate somebody, you bring them up. But I'm using it as if you always screaming this positive shit. How in your rounds, I always see you uplifting shit. You're immature, plus insecure, picking on Holmesy's mental health, but won't want niggas to pick on yours. URL brought him to your property. That's the shit this bitch adore. But if it was really about Holmes' improvement, you would have fixed the flaws. Now, when you go back to it, right, I say property and door. They brought him to your property. That's the shit this bitch adore. But if it was really about home's improvement, you would have fixed the floors. We all know when you go in the crib, the first thing you do when you renovate the crib is fix it. Dot was talking to Holmesy, but I'm like, if you was really trying to help him, you would have fixed his problems, not just sit there and break them down. Then I say, do better. You even came at the politician Bruce Force campaign. Am I giving him room? Never. Because you supposed to be taking White out, but made a mistake with Oops. But that's what you get with a new era.
Crazy.
Now, what I meant by that is, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be on a mission coming at white people because that's what he's always saying. But then you retracted what you did with Oops. Oops is another word for mistake, but that's what you get with a new era because you use white out to get rid of the errors. Oops is a mistake, and you know the whole group that y'all alliance y'all got is new era. So that's why I said, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you get with a new era. You just care about the bag, quick pay. Don't care what your class did say. I guess that's why I didn't come across your mind. You pray on the week like Ash Wednesday. We all know the people on Ash Wednesday, they have the cross right on top of their head, and they literally pray during the week because it's Ash Wednesday. It happens on a Wednesday. So, with that being said, that was me saying like he just prays on a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? You pray on a week like Ash Wednesday. Then I get into a little rapping pattern. We stake out a safe house, and lay out whoever's on the same route as him. What's this rage about for fake clout? Me and you don't got the same bounce. The hate about the end. This a great loss from a made boss. When we face off, was never phased by a trend. Silence of the lamb and be a body on an elevator when I break out the pen. And y'all gonna see blood drop from the second. Now, Silence of the Lamb, when a nigga Hannibal breaks out of the pen, he catches a body on the elevator. And if you really look closely in that scene, you see the blood. The reason why they know he's there is because the blood drops from the second floor. We all know B Dot is blood. And then on top of that, I'm saying in the second. That's why I put the bar in the second round. We're going to see blood drop from the second. You're going to drop from the second round. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see blood drop from the second. Nigga, that's a fact. You and EK said Avocado's racism was inherited like y'all had the stats to match. Well, y'all love bugs. Because not only did y'all stick to the same tail, y'all let it fly back to back. We know love bugs, they got the same tail, and it's two flies back to back. That's type evil. When URL told me to do this, they convinced you to do this. When they hit my line, I said, nah, that's my people. But we all know what's going to happen when you put Dot between friends. You're going to put on the show for the white people. We all know Dot, you know, it's a bunch of dots between friends with the logo, and that was a show for white people. What's more important, being the nigga that could call the shots or the one that got to call the office? URL tricked you that I'm the enemy, and then y'all endorsed it. You became a mascot. I could look in Dot eyes and see he think his dog a target. We all know the target mascot is a dog, and he has dots as eyes. Everything I'm saying is legit. You became basic as shit. This Pan-African religion is now your way to exist. You say you're not conforming, but when you do it, I'm making them pay for this shit. Well, even the crackers see through Dot. That's why they don't let them stay at the Ritz. Now, you know, on the Ritz crackers, you can see through the dots, and the Ritz-Carlton, you know what I'm saying, which I stayed at a couple times. Shout out to URL and Caffeine. You know, I had some inside scoop, so that's why I said that. So it's not just a line that's clever. It's actual factual. So it's crazy.
Me at the Red Roof, so.
You know what I'm saying? Don is hilarious. I said your arrogance disguises your passionate is how you got a buzz. I told URL Shotgun would beat you. They said let's put him to the test. I said now that's the shit you gotta love. Diabetes. I knew sugar level way too high for you. Dot of blood. Now we all know with the diabetes test, you tested to see if your sugar is way too high. You know what I'm saying? And dot is a blood, and you tested with a dot of blood. Here's where the lingo switch. My bag's packed without the hazmat Mino trip. I took a stab at the pen like Pesci in that casino flick. You seem worried. Won't show his team mercy. We won't trip. So tell him leave early or see Dot be dirtied without the bingo chip. Y'all got it. You still talking about numbers out the barrel. It's time to stop. Just know the only thing that separates an L from I is Dot. That's the whole second round breakdown. Which I feel like the second is my best round.
Put some fucking respect.
This nigga Don is hilarious. But the second, I feel like the second was godly. Like, yeah. Now the third, right? Because I seen your man, Uncle Pat, stay being confused. So You can screen record this, send this to him. I wanna make sure everybody's getting what I'm saying, cause I'm not, you know what I'm saying, just up here showing my ass, literally. Um, but yeah, I break down. I say I admire you, B Dot. Um, nah, it's no pause for that, Remy. He was showing his ass versus Sean, so pause on that though, cause I show my ass a little different. Pause without showing it. I'd use that with my lyrics, Don. With my lyrics. That's what I'm saying. When people say show out, I'm showing out with my lyrics. He showed out by showing niggas his kisser. Big difference. Shout out to Pat though. You look like a true Mexican right now, Don. Stay was literal, yeah. but yeah. So I said B Dot, I admire you. Cause growing up with two parents in the same household, that's something most people ain't get to see in their life. Mine was tricky, Little Nicky. My dad gave me hell and I had demons to fight. Y'all know Little Nicky, y'all watched the movie. Y'all was eager and hype, two people to turn to whenever needing advice. So yeah, it's easy to stay woke when you never had trouble sleeping at night. Now that line is basically you're staying woke. Your whole thing is conscious being woke. It's easy to do that if you never went through nothing in your life. Like that's the picture I'm painting. If you never went through any hardships, any adversity, any real trouble, then it should be easy for you to, you know what I'm saying, be woke. You woke. People who have trouble sleeping at night when they're going through a lot of shit. So sleeping at night. I said your pops produced for Dr. Dre. All the bad street decisions, that was bro's choice. When my pops was beside a doctor, I got an angel looking down on the hood like a Rolls Royce. You still trying to double R's? Now you know on a Rolls Royce, the angel is literally looking down on the hood, and then it's the two R's. So you still trying to double R's is the transition. Your angles is never popping. No point. Just us getting bored. See, you're Dennis Rodman. I'm Jordan that year Scotty sat out. I had no second option. Now, we all know Dennis Rodman never really scored points. He just got boards, which is rebounds. So that's why I said no point. Just us getting bored. See, you're Dennis Rodman. I'm Jordan that year. Scotty sat out. I had no second option. We know in basketball, niggas talk about the second option is obviously the second best player. That year in '98, Pippen didn't play like that. So yeah. I had no second option. This loss is acceptable. The boss is respectable. Because daddy held your hand as a kid. The bank on you being covered. And this is just the course of the inevitable. Lloyd Banks' new album. Shout out to my nigga Banks, Queens Get the Money. His new album, his son is on the cover. He's holding his son's hand. And obviously his name is Banks and that's the cover. So I said, daddy held your hand as a kid. The bank on you being covered. And this is just the course of the inevitable. The course of the inevitable that's going to happen, and that's the name of Banks' album. Then I say I got no order. When mortals combat, they see through mistakes. Y'all got to watch bro aura. Yeah, I see a man. I see a kid under the floors like Hanzo's daughter. Now, we all watched the new Mortal Kombat movie. Raiden found Hanzo's daughter under the floors. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said when Mortals Kombat, we see through mistakes. Y'all better watch bro aura. Y'all see a man. I see a kid under the floors like Hanzo's daughter. Get over here. Because Hanzo is Scorpion. So I said Scorpion without saying it. I said get over here. I'm on a different time. Fuck a battle. I'm trying to pick your mind. Because you the only one in a circle dragging. I got to kill you for them to get the signs. Now we all know in Mortal Kombat, you get the circle dragon if you kill somebody. So I gotta kill you for them to get the signs. This sense of entitlement's been found at birth. You was privileged in the village, you had sounding worse. Your image became a gimmick, never found your worth. Even when URL ain't let you skip the PGs, it was dissing bees and smacking every round of verse. So on the outside, we see you as the white man, Charles, and I'm just bringing you down to earth. Now, Down to Earth is the movie with Chris Rock, where he dies as a comedian and he comes back as Charles Wellington. So B Dot's real name is Charles. That's when I say Charles. We see you as the white man, Charles, and I'm just bringing you down to earth. I'm just rocking another body because Chris Rock was just somebody else in another body. So that's why I say I'm just rocking another body. I said you oppressed your people. Instead of shooting them up, you shot them down in a bad manner, and you only empowered by what you plant. And this herb don't got the heart to be a Black Panther. Now, the movie Black Panther, we all know he got empowered by the plant. The plant was called the herb, and it was looked like a heart. That's why I said on the flip side of a Black Panther as a civil rights movement, you're only empowered by what you plant. And this herb don't got the heart to be a Black Panther. Then I transitioned. Some of the richest saw you. You know, Black Panther and Wakanda, they supposed to have the richest soil. But I'm saying people that was rich seen you when you used to play football. Some of the richest saw you. You was a field runner. I was starving in them streets. I'm talking real hunger. Yeah, so y'all gotta stop me. Or I'm gonna make Dot a body like Killmonger. Now, we all know the movie Killmonger. That was a mix it up bar. That was a self-explanatory right there. Killmonger's bodies with dots. But I did a whole Black Panther scheme throughout that. Now I go into you blew it with your people, you blew it with college, you blew it with battle rap because you don't have a plan set. Shit, when I think about it, you even blew football like a Xanax. Now we all know when people pop the Xanax, they shaped in the slang terminology is blue footballs. That's exactly what a Xanax looks like. So that's why I said you blew football like a Xanax. Then I go into the stretch of you supposed to win a Heisman, be the man of the youth. Did the same shit, let your grades slip. I'm just expanding the truth. Pops came through you in the lab, gave you another plan with the booth. Now I know why you was a good running back. You had everything handed to you. Y'all all get that. More stress, Pops affiliation, blood. More got me more. That was the wrong step because that means even your flag was handed to you like a war vet. We all know that too.
Yo, real quick, man, just to show y'all that this angle's in depth. Like he went from telling y'all like that little segment right there, like yo, you know. Fucked up college, fucked up football, fucked up the music, got into battle rap, and then even like affiliations with blood was just handed to you. Like that shit, you're really thinking that he's breaking him down while punching.
Yeah. So then after that we jump into the after the war vet we jump into the you know what I'm saying, Geechee's Crippin was inherited. Geechee's Crippin was inherited. His goons was just pacing. Shooters just waiting. So I know your papa was a Rolling Stone, but he turned blue from Temptations. Now, the Temptations group, one of their famous songs is Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. We all know that. Well, I know that. My mom used to play that shit all the time. And one of the Temptations members was named Blue. Geechee's Crip, Geechee's Blue. He turned blue from Temptations in his area. Then I jump into, but I ain't in the game. So we ain't gonna get too deep. I'm gonna stick to my limits. PPP loan, cause this is not really my business. We know how niggas scam. They get that check and they really don't got shit. And I'm saying I'm not in the gang. So you know what? Technically, let me get out of here, man. Cause I'm talking about shit that, you know what I'm saying? I ended it on that note. Yeah, let me get out of here. So after I say this is not really my business, now I get into a scheme that I don't know if a lot of people caught from the top. I say, this is not really my business. We all grew up as boys in the hood, as kids seeing dead bodies, but that influenced you to move different in the town. And the moment you gave up football, they started to kick you when you down. Now, in Boys in the Hood, when all of them is there in the scene, they see the dead body as kids. And then the nigga that plays Sharif in Menace to Society is the one that takes the football. When he takes the football and he tries to get it back, he starts kicking him while he's down. So that's why I said the moment you gave up football, they started to kick you when you down. You ain't want to be labeled the menace to society. So you started preaching, teaching. But we don't want to hear that bullshit, Sharif. This is on our mind. You really lost your drive-by, allowing niggas to be depicting all your rhymes. But that's why your 2-on-2 partner's here, for your demise. At least he's the one that will listen all the time. Y'all remember the scene where Kane got shot? So you don't even got to try. Sick will be here when you die. Now, if you go back to the scene in Menace to Society, when Sharif and Kane get shot, the tricycle was there with the boy that's on it. So that's why I said, we don't want to hear that bullshit, Sharif. This is on our mind. You lost your drive-by because it was a drive-by. Niggas depicting all your rhymes. That's why your 2-on-2 partner's here, for your demise. At least he's the one that would listen all the time. So you don't even got to try. Sick will be, you remember the scene where Kane got shot? So you don't even got to try. Sick will be here when you die. Now that was explaining that. Then I say, now the person that played Sharif and the one that had the football, that's the same actor. This is where it gets dark, because that's the story of life. Being extra always plays a big part. Now, the dude that plays Sharif is the same guy that took the football in Boys in the Hood, but that's why I said that's the story of life, because his name is B. Being extra always plays a big part. So in the beginning, in Boys in the Hood, he's an extra. In Menace to Society, he has a big part. But I'm saying at the B dot, like getting involved in gangs and all that, being extra always plays a big part. Then I transition. But look how the roles switch. Now we switching roles because he also switched roles from both movies. Look how the roles switch. What's after that? Look how the roles switch. Oh, then I set the record straight. I said, let's set the record straight. I said, you and T-Top's battle inspired me. Don't ever think it's your style is the reason I got better. I rap without guns. You rap without them. The moment they see, you rap with them. I rap without them. The moment they see I could do something you couldn't, they look at Dot lesser. Now you don't squeeze the arm. Stop it, blood. You got pressured. So you should call it off and be appalled to talk like Brock Lesnar. Now we all know if you really watch wrestling, at one point, Brock Lesnar used to never talk. Paul Heyman would talk for him. So that's why I said you should call it off and be appalled to talk like Brock Lesnar, because it's like, after realizing I didn't take your style from you, I did that. Why are you even talking about this? So that's why I say you should be appalled to talk like Brock Lesnar. Then I go into the, this is funny, right? So after the battle with Rum and Jay at Double Impact with me and Don, it was bothering us that they knew the angle, even though it didn't affect us. So we kind of at first was questioning, did Dot a 6A? By the time we battled, I knew Dot didn't say it. That's why I didn't make it a whole angle. I just made it 4 bars. But I broke it down saying, if you did it, it's real lame. I remember at the 2-on-2, me and Don had the same angle as Rum and Jay. Didn't it feel strange? Besides the X, we only spit it for Dot and Sick. But you gonna say you my conscience brother trying to build change. But I don't care if you got a guilty conscience. You the one I'ma still frame. Because the angle that we both said was the guilty conscience from Eminem. But if y'all watch the video, it's a still frame. So that's why I said, even if you don't have a guilty conscience, you the one I'ma still frame. Like I'ma still frame you and say you did it. I guess that's why you got a slim chance next to me. That's the transition.
Crazy.
Then after that, I say this what the league needs. You had a couple rings with the Bad Boys, but don't think your schemes mean. Just because I speak to Chuck Daly don't mean he's going to be part of the Dream Team. Now, watching basketball, Chuck Daly was the coach for the Dream Team and the coach on the Detroit Pistons, which nickname was the Bad Boys. So I said, just because you got a couple rings from the Bad Boys, because they literally won 2 rings. So I say you got a couple rings from the Bad Boys because your schemes mean. But just because I speak to you every day, don't mean you're going to be part of the Dream Team, because Chuck Daly also coached the Dream Team. Then I say, your fans is all grieving. It's a loss, but the corpse needed. J. Cole. I'm just hoping Dot's on track in the offseason. If you look at J. Cole's album, the Dots is literally on every track on his album. Like, they got him written in lowercase letters with dots right there. So I'm just trying to make sure he stays on point after this battle in the offseason. And then after that, these niggas hella fake. I only gave you I only gave you your type of round to give you your own medicine, so I really want you to elevate. And then I was going to that's the round 3 breakdown, y'all. But then after that, I was going to do my get him the fuck out of here, and I was gonna call out Jay the Nightwing, but after he choked, I didn't think it was a good time to call him out, so I just cut it short. That's why I was no get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, y'all keep the fuck up, man.